Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 So we are discussing Shikshashtakam verse 8. Shikshashtakam, if anybody doesn't know, that is teachings of Lord Chaitanya in 8 verses. Lord Chaitanya, he gave us 8 shlokas to summarize the principles of devotion. So what is 8th verse all about? 8th verse is about the highest summit of devotion, which is a goal we have to reach at this platform, 8th verse. We start with the 2nd verse and slowly elevate in our devotion right through the 8th verse, and you get love of God. So you have to meditate and contemplate on this. Okay, so what's this verse? Ashlishya va padratam pinashtumam. How do you go next time? It's heavy. Number 2. Matpananatastu saeva na para. Forget these fonts. Gibberish, but you can see the book. So the point is, the translation is, O Lord, whether you reject me or you accept me, you are still my Lord, life after lives, and you are the Lord of my heart, and please kindly consider this. Accept me as your servant. That's the meaning. That's the general meaning. Okay, let's see word to word what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is praying to Krishna. Okay, he prays Ashlishya. Third verse is Ashlishya. Do you know the meaning of this word Ashlishya? Anybody who knows this verse? What's the meaning of this word Ashlishya?
Embracing.
Okay, word to word meaning is given there?
No, it's a whole translation.
Okay, fine. Oh, no problem. So Ashlishya means to embrace. Ashlishya, Asha, hope. So devotee, what is hope of a devotee? Now we are doing Krishna service now. So what do you want? Krishna asks, what is your hope? Yes, our hope is finally what we want. We want embrace of Krishna. That's what we want. That's what is all that is enough for us. In Ramayana, when Ram, he sends Hanuman to take Sanjeevani booty, and then he goes and he brings back and he was very happy. But Ram tells Hanuman, I don't have anything to give to you. Because I'm sannyasi now, I'm not a king. So let me give you a gift. And he embraces Hanuman. So that's what we want. That's all. That's all simple. It's not a big thing. But in other words, in the realm of love, it is a very big thing now. And that's what people want. Mother wants embrace of child. Child wants embrace of mother. Lover wants embrace of beloved. Beloved wants embrace of lover. And it's a fulfillment of life. So that's the ultimate goal. We want that one day Krishna will see us and smile. Is he smiling now? When he sees you, what happens to him? Does he smile?
He always smiles.
That's like you always smile in functions. Or only in functions, externally. Internally, useless guy. See? So that is like he's officially standing there, he's giving darshan to everybody. So when you click cheese, that's what he's doing. That's what his altar all about. What's happening in his heart? He's not really, he's okay with us, but he's not super happy with us. He's super happy with Prabhupada. He's super happy with Bhakti Santa, with Bhaktivedanta Thakur, with Tukaram. I'm reading his book. He's super happy with them, but not with us. So to us, his smile is like official. It's a smile full of mercy. But to his devotees, it's a smile full of love. And there's a difference now in both. So that is our hope. Embrace with great pleasure. That's what is a devotee's hope. Hope against hope. We want that Krishna should also become happy with us. He accepts us in his heart. We have accepted him. to a certain degree, but we want He should accept us in our heart. That's what devotee lives with, this hope now. If you have this hope, you can at least hope to attain this day when this happens. But if you don't have even this hope, how do you hope to attain this? You can't. You don't have a target. And that's what Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says. There is just like a thread is hanging, and if you're hanging by a thread, how do you hang by a thread? No, it can break. You don't hang by a thread, but this is what is material world about. We are hanging by a thread and you're hoping it should not break. So you're connected with God and you're hoping that relationship should not break. Illusion is strong. You can break that rope if she wants. So that's hope. And that is the summit of highest love. When you attain this platform, we are not at this platform, but when you attain this platform, these things happen in your heart. That's what Mahaprabhu is saying. And with this attitude we chant the holy names. O Krishna, when will you accept me as your servant and become pleased with my service and embrace me like you did all other devotees? Okay? So Prabhupada speaks in one of his lecture on this very verse, and he says there are 8 symptoms of bhava. You know this? Ecstasy. So one, that is Asha Bandha Samutkantha Namakane Sudaruchi. So, 9 symptoms, 9. So one of the symptoms Prabhupada quotes is Asha Bandha. A devotee has all hopes that Krishna will definitely give me mercy. He gives mercy. So he continues with this hope. Okay, this is clear? Now what's the next word? Ashlishya? Va. What do you mean by va? Okay, or. It's not va. It is va. That means or. So what do you mean by or? Or means you embrace me or you do not embrace me. That's all. That's why he says or. You embrace me or do not embrace me. The point in this is, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, Krishna, you are independent. I can't force you to embrace me by my endeavors, but I hope that you will do so. You will give me mercy, That's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is praying. So he's bringing the point of independence, and he's bringing the point of dependence. We are wholly dependent on the mercy of Krishna. So you can serve him, but by the end of the day, you can't be sure whether he gives mercy or not. If he's pleased, he gives. If he's not pleased, he doesn't give. That means you can do service in a way in which he's not pleased. Is it? Because if you do service and if he doesn't give mercy, then you say, well, Krishna, something wrong. So Krishna says, well, your service doesn't please me. So that's the idea. Serving somebody is not the entire picture. You have to serve in a way in which Krishna and his devotees are pleased. Is it? You have to please. So like for example, if I ask you water, and if you give me juice, will I be pleased? I asked you water, and you give me juice, and I have diabetes, and I can't drink that. So anyway, you did service with good intentions. You want to do best. At the same time, you displease. So that's the idea. That is perfect servant. That is Hanuman. That is Bharat. That is Shatrughan. That is Sita, Lakshman. They know how to please God and his devotees. That's first class servant. He can understand the master and he can please him. That's what Krishna is bringing the point. Krishna, you accept me and become pleased with me. You give me the capacity to please you. Is it? So you give me the capacity to please you. I am serving you, but I don't know really how to serve you. Best servant is Radha, no? She knows how to please Krishna. Everybody does service in Vrindavan. Who doesn't do service? Everybody is pure devotee. But still Radha is special. So what's so special in her? What's so special? Special in her is the capacity to please Krishna to the maximum limits. Otherwise everybody can do everything. That is why we have Radha Krishna. So That's the idea there. The idea is our efforts in service is to attain His mercy. To attain mercy of Krishna and His devotees. If you can understand this, your life is perfect. Everything is mercy, no? So what is more important, mercy or efforts?
By efforts we become eligible for mercy.
Yeah, so both are important. Some people say mercy is more important, some people say efforts are important. Some people say you become a cat, some people say you become a monkey. So you understand that example, no? A cat holds a kitten in his mouth. In her mouth, sorry. And the kitten has to don't do anything, it doesn't do anything. And the monkey child holds the mother by his effort. Monkey doesn't hold, he's like jumping and child has to keep on holding, otherwise it will fall down. A cat is like she holds the kitten. So kitten has to don't do anything. So people give examples. Some people say you have to be like Krishna is like a cat, he holds you by mercy. You don't have to do anything. Some people say Krishna is like monkey, you have to hold him. Otherwise he'll fall down. Some people say it's mercy, some people say efforts. Chaitanya Prabhu says no, it's both. It is well. Like a well, somebody sends a rope down, they say catch it. And you catch it. And you say keep on catching, don't leave it. I'm lifting you up. And he lifts up you up. So don't become scared. You're going up, no? You're hanging in air. If you leave, you're gone. So that's the point. We have to catch to the process. Rest Krishna will do. But if you don't catch the rope, nobody can do anything. You keep on shouting, I'll lift you. You don't catch. Out of fear, then you're gone. So don't leave the process. Yeah, in spite of that, you have to catch it firmly, no? The more up you go, the more middle you have to catch it, otherwise you'll just be out. So you have to catch the process. Process means holy name. That's all. The holy name is everything for us, no? Holy name and devotees. There are two things, no, with us. Krishna has sent two things to us for our help. Actually, three things. Holy name, devotees, and Srimad Bhagavatam and Gita. There's three things we have. So if you can catch to these three things, apply them in your life, Prabhupada says miracle begins in your life. Magic begins, Prabhupada says magic begins. What's the magic? Magic is entire world is getting attracted to this word, to things. And the magic is you lose taste. How does it happen? No attraction. Absolutely no attraction. Same things which were attracting you, which were actually you were obsessed to some things, no? Previous to devotion. Now with the power of devotion, you're not obsessed. You're there, but you're not obsessed. And this people can't understand. Rag dvesha vimuktayistu vishaye indriyecharan. That's which verse? Anybody? Bhagavad Gita, which verse? You should know Gita by heart. You forget your name, but don't forget Gita. Yes, no? Is it? What's the value of your name? What's the value? What's the big thing? My name is this. Is there any value? No, nothing value. But what's the value of Gita? Even Shiva and Brahma, they are discussing Gita. Yeah, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says there are meetings and discussing verses of Gita. We can't understand this. Still. So, yeah, we have to, every word of Gita is so important. It's like a jewel. The more you meditate, the more you rub, the more there is good smell. Aroma. The more you rub chandan, the more there is smell. That's like Gita. The more you contemplate, the more realizations. And that's what is Krishna says in Gita. Rag dvesha vimuktayistu vishayendriyescharan. Both efforts and mercy are important. By your efforts you get mercy. And by mercy you will be acting in this material world, but will you not react? You'll act, but there is no reaction from that material world. No attraction. Finish. Everything is gone. So, okay, that's or. You accept me, you don't accept me. Still, I will keep on serving you. Is it? That's what is third verse. Padratam. Padratam means? Yeah, ratam means to be engaged. Rat rehna. Or pad means lotus feet. So Krishna says, okay, fine. You asking me whether I embrace you or won't embrace you. I'll give you not service. Okay, so I'll give you mercy or I should not give you mercy. So complete your statement, okay. Still I'll keep on serving you. I'll keep on serving you in the hope that you will accept me as your servant. So that is the point now. Now yesterday I was discussing about the interview. I was telling. So 5th verse, no? First interview, 6th, 7th. 6th is second interview, 7th is third interview, this 4th interview. Now interrogation starts, no? So Krishna says, okay, fine. You say, Krishna, you give me mercy, I am serving you. Krishna says, if I don't give you mercy, if I don't embrace you, still you will serve me? What's your answer? Yes, no? Vadratam. Still I keep on serving you. Because I know if I keep on serving you, one day you will accept me as your servant, okay? So you got this question. Good. That's nice. Now here Prabhupada says, now Krishna says, why you will keep on serving me? Tell me. Even if I don't give you mercy, why you want to serve me? Why? What do you answer? Yeah, you love him, but why do you want to serve him? Like, why? You have to qualify love. What's the point? Huh?
And also, anyway, there is nothing of value otherwise. There is nothing else to do.
Okay, no. That's one thing.
If I want something in return.
Okay, now Prabhupada mentions a point here. Prabhupada says, loving spirit in service is more important than service. And Prabhupada says in Nectar of Devotion, chapter 22, Prabhupada says, Krishna becomes obliged to the loving spirit of the devotee and not exactly to the service rendered. It is not exactly the service which is pleasing Krishna. It is a spirit in the service. It is not only spirit, otherwise you are sleeping in the bed. I have good spirit. No, and it is not only service. It is spirit in the service which Krishna is looking for. No one can serve Krishna completely. No. He is so complete and self-sufficient that he has no need of any service from devotee. Doesn't need anything from you. It is a devotee's attitude of love and affection for Krishna that makes him obliged. See? So that's the point. Krishna says, I'll not give you mercy. Still our answer is, okay, we'll keep on serving you, Krishna. Why? Because we know that if we keep on serving you, that spirit will please you, no? In spite of no mercy, if I keep on pleasing somebody, he's going to get pleased, no? Is it? If you have a servant and if you don't give him pay, no pay for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, and he doesn't complain, he keeps on serving, you'll be more than pleased. You'll be more than pleased, when you give pay. So servant knows that when Krishna says, okay, I'm not giving you mercy, okay, fine, that's okay, because he knows this concept. Spirit in service is more important than service. If you don't know this concept, then you leave service. You don't give me mercy, okay, why should I serve you? The point is, why should I serve you? I don't get mercy, so why should I serve you? Okay, finish. Is it? And that's very important for us, because you all chant, you all come to devotion, and immediately results do not come. No, it's not one day, doesn't happen. Still devotee keeps on going. He keeps on serving Krishna because he knows that Krishna is seeing the spirit in your service. That spirit of continuing in spite of no results. You understand? In spite of no pay, still you are serving him. So Krishna is holding back. And he is seeing whether you understand this concept or not. And Prabhupada says this. So the point is, whenever you do service, you have to keep your mood proper. It's not that, अरे उसने बोल दिया तो कर रहा हूँ सर्विस, ठीक है. Temple, you go to temple. Prabhu ji, you're cutting sabji, you're doing puja, what? Yeah, temple pageant, he told me. Anyway, I have to do. You're doing, but at the same time it doesn't help you, because spirit is lost. You're frustrated. No? Or you're chanting your rounds, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. What you're doing? Oh, you have to finish quickly and I have to go to office. Where's the spirit? You're finishing rounds, but you have missed the entire point. Your spirit is to finish. Your spirit is not to please. And that's what Krishna is looking. That's what Jagannath is looking for. That's why I told you he has big eyes. Why his big eyes? Yesterday I told you one reason. Because he's looking for service. He's looking for an excuse to give mercy. But he's looking for something else. He's also looking for the spirit in that service. So first he's looking for some service. And then he's looking for some spirit in the service. So you need big eyes now to look, focus. Where is that spirit? That's Jagannath all about. That's why we worship Jagannath. To make us remind. So keep your emotions. It is said emotions are like child. You have to cuddle them. You have to nourish them, protect them. Don't spoil it. And that spirit you have to maintain in your service. And it often happens in community of devotees, no? Like devotees, when there are more people, there's fight. There is so many things going on. He's like that, he's like that, he's like that. No, don't do that. Devotees are devotees, that's all. Finish. So, do you understand? That's why he says, Krishna says, why do you want to serve me? Okay. I understand spirit is important. I'll keep on serving you. Because you will understand the spirit. In spite of not getting, I am serving you. That's good spirit, no? Mercy. Okay. So that is why devotee is called Hari-Kare Sadhaka. You know this word? You have heard this word? This word means, this word is said by Madhva. He gives this word. But Prabhupada exactly translates this word in his books. Prabhupada always said Krishna Consciousness is a mission. No? He always said, this mission, I've come, a movement. And this is this translation of this word, Hari-Kare Sadhaka. Hari-Kare means the work of God. Sadhaka means who completes the work of God. That's why we are here. We are not just here to finish our rounds and have prasadam, do Bhakti Vikasa, go back. We're not here for that. Only. We are here to fulfill the mission of Lord. And to that person He'll give mercy. And that's why Krishna says, Manushanam Sahasreshu Kashyati. You know that verse? Everybody? You know that verse? Yeah, you know, yeah. You all don't know? You don't read Gita? Please read Gita, please. But this is very famous verse. Manushanam Sahasreshu Kashyati Siddha. After thousands of people, one will attain perfection. And out of those who attain perfection, only one will attain Krishna. Who will attain Krishna? So many people are serving Krishna. Only one will attain Krishna. Who will attain? What's the difference? Everybody is chanting 16 rounds. Everybody is eating prasadam. Everybody is coming to program. One will attain Krishna, others will go in cycle of birth and death. Not getting out. And who is that fortunate soul? Hari-Kare Sadhaka, who understands devotion is not just about myself. Devotion is about fulfilling the mission of Lord. That's the understanding. That's the meaning of Patratam. Krishna, even if you don't give me mercy, anyway, I am on duty. You see, you are on duty. Even if you win the war or not win the war, you'll keep on fighting till you die. That's what soldier is all about, no? He will die. So I am on duty. I am on mission. I have to complete your work. So even if you don't give me mercy and your work is completed, I am more than happy now. That's okay. Because devotee knows if his work is completed, he will be obliged. Obliged? He will be obliged to give you mercy. See, so that's devotee is very intelligent. So that's interview. Okay, fine. So we got a good interview.
May I ask a question?
Maybe afterwards we can do. You will not forget?
I hope not.
So you can ask me now. Okay, no, wait. Okay, ask me now. Yeah.
So I kind of struggle between this concept. You're saying the devotee is waiting, so Krishna will give him mercy, but it's almost like a business thing. You're waiting to see, you're holding back, even though Krishna is not giving him this love now. I'll hold on because of that. Holding on, maybe Krishna will get pleased a little bit later on.
So it's not business. Why? Because, I understand your point. Because we want mercy to serve Him more. We don't want mercy for ourselves.
But the other side of the equation I struggle to understand. I mean, we also need something because as spirit souls, we have this desire to have some kind of happiness.
No, that Krishna will give you a side effect. He'll keep on giving you. Well, now only He'll give you. Take. To keep you move along. But we don't have to focus on that. We have to focus as a servant on service. And the Master will fulfill everything. Yogkshema Vahamyam. To inspire you, He will give you happiness, bliss. And when He gives you bliss, you take that bliss and offer Him back in form of service. Just like take Ganges water, offer it back. That's a devotee all about. Is it okay? So now the next is, what's after that? Padratam? Okay, fine. So now you say, okay, Krishna will keep on serving you. Krishna says, okay, you're a good boy, good girl. But, okay, fine. Now, if I give you sufferings, will you keep on serving me? Yes or no? Krishna is hearing you. He's in your heart. So, be careful to say yes or no. If you say yes, and He'll give you sufferings. So that's a tough question, no? He just tightened the screw. You are claiming to be servant, no? You're claiming to it's a big thing. Okay, I want to become your servant. Okay, fine. So this is an interview. So Krishna says, if I give you sufferings, lives after lives, will you serve me? No happiness, sufferings.
That is the duty, right?
Yeah, so are you ready? Really ready? That's the question. Because, anyway, I'll tell you. I'll tell you here. Because that's a big thing. Yeah, Krishna says, if I crush you, basically. If I crush you, then what do? Will you serve me? So he is testing her love, no? Testing her love. And he doesn't just speak, he does it. He does it to show us whether we deserve love or not. It's not that he doesn't want to give, but we generally overestimate ourselves, no? So okay, I'll show you where you are. Do you really deserve or not? So will you say yes or no? Well, there are examples for that. Where is that? Okay, yeah. So there's example. You know that if I give you sufferings, there is example of, Bible. There's Job. You know that. You know the example, no? Story of Job. It's a very nice story. I like that. But okay, I'll quote that later. Like Haridas Thakur, he was whipped, 22 markets. He's getting sufferings. Maybe Pandavas, entire life they got sufferings. Draupadi, she was disrobed. What about her, Draupadi? I mean, she was disrobed. If any female gets disrobed in public, she's going to do suicide. She's going to leave Krishna. Come on, get lost. Why Krishna does like that? This is like nonsense. But still they were pure devotees. They always served Him. So there are many examples like that. And that's why Krishna, if you say yes, then you're on a very firm platform of attaining love. But you should be...
But shouldn't we, with intelligence we should say yes, right? That yes, when it... Even though it is not happening today or it may not happen right away, but we should... we'll come to that point. You can say yes if you want, yeah. You should say yes. And what other answer?
Yeah, there's no other answer.
You should, yes.
That's what Prabhupada...
You should say yes. Ideally, you should say yes. You should, yes. You have to prepare.
But the point...
You should prepare yourself.
Prabhuji, in that situation, if things become too overwhelming,
Yeah, so that's the point. So Krishna knows how much to give sufferings or not. I'll deal your question at the end. I understand. But he can give psychological sufferings, he can give physical sufferings, he can do anything. And then you have to bear. But if you're sincere, He'll give you power to actually endure that sufferings also. That He will do. But this is an interview. Let's keep it as an interview now. And later we'll see what happens after the interview. But this is an interview. And if Krishna says, you should be able to say, yes. Okay, this is an interview. Okay, fine. So what's the next? Adarshanam marmatam karotu va. So this font is gone. So adarshanam marmatam karotu va. Krishna says, okay, fine. Now I say, I'll not only give you sufferings, but I will neglect you. And neglect is bigger suffering, you know this? It's a very big psychological trauma. Like husband and wife, Sometimes they fight and wife stops talking. She'll not shout, she'll not do anything, just nothing. And that's a big torture in mind. If you fight, then that's okay, you're fighting, You're saying or you're talking, but if you're not talking anything, you're neglecting, it's a big trauma.
So some people came to the movement and then they leave the movement. Is that neglect?
No, that's a different thing. This is like Krishna is neglecting you. Krishna is not doing anything with you. Krishna says, I don't want to talk to you. That's all. Finish.
No, but how will that person know that Krishna is neglecting?
He will know. He will not feel any bliss. No happiness, no peace, no satisfaction. That's neglect of Krishna. Nothing. You're chanting Hare Krishna, all dry. What do you do with that? So still you will keep on serving Krishna or not? Krishna says, okay, now I'll take my bliss back.
But we have given a vow, right, for 16 rounds and following.
So I don't know, this is a question. Will you yes or no? Will you do or not? This is an interview. Yes, that's what Mahaprabhu is saying. Even if you neglect me, still I'll keep on serving you. But the question here is not that, even if you break my heart by being visible, so this is not visible, this is invisible. By not being visible to me, still, that's what Mahaprabhu is saying now. So Chaitanya, he is anticipating a question and is answering. Okay, but the question here is, like for example, Brahma. You see Brahma, what Brahma did. Brahma stole the cows of Krishna, friends, he went back, he came, he offered prayers, Krishna didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. Brahma was perplexed, what's happening. Brahma, he did parikrama, he went back, but he was so unhappy, he did austerities. He served Krishna for thousands of years. And then Krishna came in form of Lord Chaitanya, and then he told, okay Brahma, I'm happy. So when I take avatar of Lord Chaitanya, you will be born as Haridas Thakur. You see, so even if Krishna neglected him, he didn't talk to him, he didn't say anything, he didn't give mercy, he didn't shout. And he was very tense. Like on the contrary, Indra, he had so much offense on Krishna, he came and Krishna gave him opportunity to do Abhishek. He was fanning, he offered prayers, Krishna was so happy, and that's okay, cool. It happened, it became good. But with Brahma it didn't happen. So, but still Brahma continued to serve Krishna, that's Brahma. What about Mukund in Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime? You know Mukunda? There was a devotee, Chaitanya told, Mukunda told, when will Lord Chaitanya give me mercy? Chaitanya told, after millions of lifetimes. And he started dancing. That's a devotee. Even if you neglect me, still I'll keep on serving. On the contrary, he is happy, So the question here is, why a devotee keeps on serving? That's also Krishna will going to ask you. He'll always ask why, not just, okay, ye to ratta maar liya isne class mein sun ke, but why? So last time I gave why, because if I don't embrace you, will you serve me? Yes. Why? Because you see the spirit. If I give you sufferings, still you will keep on serving me? Yes. Why? What was the answer there? Because when a devotee suffers and still he keeps on serving Krishna, what happens? Krishna becomes more obliged. That's a spirit, it's happening. Okay, you can repeat the answer. Okay, if I neglect you, still you keep on serving me. Why? Now tell me why. What's your answer? Yeah, you can't repeat answer again and again. You can't bore Krishna, same answer. Fir to ratta mara pakka. So what's your answer here? Why do you want to serve me even if I neglect you? Which servant keeps on serving any master even if you neglect him?
Love.
No, love. I want logic in love. I want a logical answer. Love is not a logical answer, no. Love is, but what's the logic? Okay, why do you love me in this way? That's what I want to ask you. Is there any hidden motive? No. So what's happening in your heart? Why do you want to serve me? So what's the answer? So the answer here is that a devotee is intelligent. And he knows that if Krishna neglects him, and still he keeps on serving Krishna, in spite of neglect. Actually, what is happening here? What is happening here is, this is a good opportunity to please Krishna. You understand?
But there's a form of suffering.
This is suffering, this is neglect. And if somebody neglects you, he is seeing neglect as an opportunity to please him. See? So devotee says, Krishna, yes, it's a good news. It's not a bad news. Because in your neglect, I see an opportunity to please you more. You see, if you keep on serving somebody, and just like, for example, when Sita was kidnapped by Ravan, then the world knew how glorious Sita was, no? So if Krishna neglects, if he doesn't give you anything, still you keeps on serving him, then Krishna will say yes. But the important point here is, devotee will say, Krishna, I don't see as neglect, I see your neglect as mercy. You understand my point? I see your neglect as mercy. Because through your mercy, by neglecting me, you are making my love strong. That's the answer. And then Krishna will be happy. Yes, good. This is good understanding. And I think Prabhupada says in one of his lectures, 1972, he says, this is a sign of pure advanced devotee. He is never disappointed. So, I am not disappointed, Krishna, you neglected me, because I am understanding that your neglect is for my benefit. You can't harm your devotees. It's impossible. So neglecting me to make me strong, to make my love shine. Hare Krishna, you are neglecting her. She is a child. That's okay. So you understand the point? That is what Mahaprabhu says. Yagya sankirtane prayajanti su. You have to be very intelligent to answer Krishna. And Mahaprabhu is teaching. And in this interrogation, you are also learning how to serve him, no? How to become a pure devotee. Prabhupada says in one of his purports, Srimad Bhagavatam, 1st canto, Prabhupada says, when a devotee prays, Krishna, please help me to love you. Then what Krishna does? Krishna neglects him. Prabhupada says in one of his purport, 1st canto. 1st canto, right in 1st canto. And Krishna neglects. Why Prabhupada writes? Because in his neglect, by neglecting him, devotee's love, service increases. Is it? His love increases. And his prayer is fulfilled because he told, please help me to love you purely. And that's why he neglected him. And that's in Prabhupada's books. Such a deep philosophy. It's same. Okay, fine. So you give the logic and you say, I keep on serving you. Good, you have passed. So, but now Krishna doesn't stop, He wants to make you perfectly pure before you come back to him. He wants you to be 24 carats gold. So now he says, okay, fine. Now what's the next? Yata tathava vidhadhatu lampato. And Krishna says, if I forsake you altogether, yata tathava vidhatu lampato. The Krishna says, so lampat means going to somebody else. Is it? So now I have nothing to do with you till eternity. Not just neglect. You keep on serving me for millions of lives, eternity, but still I have nothing to do with you. I'll not talk, I'll not give mercy, nothing, absolute nothing. Nothing. In neglect we had some hope, Is it? We had some kind of intelligent, we calculated something. Okay, fine. But Krishna says, okay, fine. Now I have understood, Nothing doing with you. Till eternity. I forsake you altogether for eternity. Still will you serve me? Yes or no?
Can you go and serve Radharani? Yes.
Huh?
Can you go and serve Radharani?
You can't go and serve Radharani.
No, Krishna, you bring to it up.
Without Radha is more tough. She is service embodied. You can trick Krishna, but you cannot trick Radha. She is service. And if you go 1.1 millimeter beyond service, she is going to catch you. She is all merciful also. She is more merciful than Krishna, we know. But sometimes she can be tough, no? A merciful teacher can be tough also. For benefit. That's mercy, no? A good teacher is always strict. Is it? And Radha is the best teacher in that sense. So what do you, will you serve him? Yes. You should answer yes. But the question is why? Why will you answer? Yes now, here. Why do you answer yes? I mean to say, why do you answer yes? I mean to say, Krishna says, I don't give you mercy, I don't give you bliss. For eternity I have nothing to do with you. Still you keep on serving me. Why? What's your logic?
Because we are spirit souls. And material service, material is never going to satisfy. So only option that we have for anything, ever gaining any improvement or any happiness is only on Krishna.
No, but what's your impetus to serve him? Just like you asked, what's the impetus? You don't get happiness, you don't enjoyment, you get nothing. What's the impetus? That's the idea. That's more important. You'll not be able to continue that, no?
Satisfaction.
He'll not give you satisfaction. Everything is from Krishna, no? He's not giving you anything. No satisfaction, no peace, no happiness, nothing. So what's the impetus? That's the question.
He knows better. He knows what is better for us.
Okay, yeah, that way you can think about that. He knows what is better. But you should have some more strong impetus now.
I deserve even much worse than this. I mean,
yeah, okay, fine, you can say this. There are many there are answers, but what should be the main impetus in your heart, which can continue lives after lives, even if Krishna doesn't give anything? There's one thing which can continue, which Prabhupada says in one of his lecture. Prabhupada says that.
Feeling of separation is more.
No,
service to Guru,
there's not
right?
logic.
Service to Guru, commitment given to
No, Guru you leave now. It's Krishna and you. Guru has put you with Krishna. Guru is outside the room. Interview is going. He has trained you. Now you're inside. As face to face. So the point is, why Prabhupada says, you read this. This is from where? This is a lecture in Vrindavan, 1972. Prabhupada says, this is the lampat. Just like lampat husband goes to many other women, but a chaste wife still loves the husband, never mind. Similarly, we have to become so chaste, so honorable, just to sit to the lotus feet of Krishna. That is Krishna conscious movement. Prabhupada says that is Krishna conscious movement, first of all. Prabhupada is saying, and Prabhupada explains in this lecture that if devotee is supremely intelligent, he knows. As soon as Krishna says, I'll forsake you for eternity, this is an opportunity to control him. He is defeated. He lost the interview. Finish. Because if he says, Krishna, defeated. Why? Because
I'm the one who is taking the interview. How can
he's the defeated. I mean, he has to accept you. No, he has to accept you as a servant. That's the point. He's trying to avoid. No, he's trying to. Okay, fine. Interview fail ho ja, chala jaya bhai. मैं नहीं लूंगा. Krishna wants to avoid giving his spiritual word and mercy. He's always hiding. So, but if he says, I'll forsake you altogether, then if you manage to speak yes, Krishna is in your fist, Prabhupada says. Because if you say yes to this question, there is no person in this world who can neglect you, who can forsake you. You understand? So this is a big opportunity. If Krishna says this, you have got him now. If you say yes, you have got him. So
this is Krishna's last recourse.
Yeah, this is the last recourse. But you should be intelligent enough to say yes. Because impetus to serve him, we know that if we say yes, then one day, if I keep on doing like this, he will be under control. And that is Vrindavan. You will enter Vrindavan.
But we don't want to control Krishna. Right? We want to be controlled by him.
Well, that's another point.
Right, we just want to.
Prabhupada says that's the highest love. You want to control him to give him love, to give him happiness. That's Vrindavan, no? Everybody wants to serve him. Varnan Baba says, bring me chappal. Why he says that? He's stupid? Because he knows that Krishna finds more bliss in that. Why Gopi says, sit Krishna, stand Krishna? Because they know Krishna likes that. Vrindavan is different, no? So we want to control or not control. It's a service. So you control Krishna and then you say to Krishna, Krishna, I want to serve you. That's what I want from you. Krishna says, what's your order? My order is, Krishna, please don't forsake me. I want to be a servant. Every second give me service. So the language of love is different. That's love, no? Just like things change in love. So that is what is Vrindavan. That's why Krishna told Brahma, you can't understand Vrindavan. You are in Vedas, you can't understand. That is why you see when, suppose if somebody loves somebody, so like girlfriend, boyfriend. So what boyfriend will say? You know what, I want to go to a movie. But what is happening? He's understanding that girlfriend wants to go to movie. And he's saying for himself. Is it? It happens, no? Or sometimes girlfriend will say, don't touch me. And boyfriend understands. This is the right moment to touch her. The people who are saying logic, what's happening? She just told you don't touch. But you don't understand what's happening. That's love all about. So that's the point there. Prabhupada says you can control Krishna for his service. So that's what is Lampert all about. This Krishna conscious movement. These things are very high. It is not at our realm. But at the same time, we should understand this as a goal. Because these things will help you to motivate you to serve Him lifetimes. Not just 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. That's why we chant Shikshashtakam, no? Why do we chant Shikshashtakam daily? Why do we chant Ashli Shiva, Padaratam Pinastuma? If it is not so important. You have to know the goal. What are the highest devotees? We worship those devotees. We are not on this platform, but there are devotees on this platform. Is it? Vrajvasis, Nandbaba, Yashodhama. And we worship that platform. We hope one day we can have 0.001% of this platform. We should have now. And that makes Krishna consciousness interesting. Yes, you have to go forward. It's not just dry chanting. And then you can chant, yes. You can chant more. We can serve Krishna more. We can advance more. You see? So that's Yathatadava Vidhatu Lampato. And then? So, this is the quote. Lecture Mayapur. See? Krishna may not come. I may not see Krishna for thousands and thousands of life. Prabhupada says, I may rot in hellish condition of life many, many births. That's what is Krishna's proposal, no? I'll forsake you. I'll give you in hell. Nothing doing with me. That doesn't matter. Still, I cannot give up Krishna consciousness. That is required. I may be sent to hell. Heaven doesn't matter. What qualification I've got that I want to see back home to Godhead. That is what devotee says. What qualification you have to go back to Krishna? What qualification you have that Krishna should accept you? You don't have any qualification. It is not so easy thing. So why should we be sorry for that? Why should we be sorry if Krishna doesn't accept us? Because anyway we don't deserve being accepted by Him. You see? Why should we be sorry if Krishna says, I forsake you for eternity? Anyway we are forsaken for eternity. We are doomed for eternity by our sins. Is it? You understand? So I should be happy even in hell simply by thinking of Krishna. That is wanted. That is Krishna conscious movement. And why devotee is happy? Because he knows if he is happy and Krishna says, I'll forsake you. Yes, you have got Krishna. Krishna will accept you as servant. Yes, this is good. Because you see spirit of service that's coming. So Krishna says, yes, his spirit is good. It is good. So that is, the last is Mat Pranatnasaiva Napara. What does it mean?
You are my worshipful Lord and birth after birth.
Yeah, my heart. He is the Lord of birth. He is Lord of my heart. Mat prana natastu seva napara. I will not serve anybody else, Krishna, except you. That's my vow. That's my vow. You do anything with me. That kind of determination is required.
No, but that is my vow, birth after birth. But what next birth? Krishna has to remind us, right? Otherwise we keep forgetting.
Yeah, if we have determination, He'll remind you. It depends on us. The game is in your hands, not in His hands. If we are determined, He'll do. If we are not, He'll not do. He's like super soul now. He sanctions. He sees. So we decide our own destiny. Man is a maker of his destiny. Krishna sanctions. Take it. So that is determination to serve. And the words. In this last verse, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, what are the symptoms of pure devotee? There are two symptoms. One is determination to serve, no? Every time he's saying yes. And how he is saying, these are the words.
Sorry?
Words If you want to know pure devotee, these are two things you're looking for. His determination to say yes in all conditions, and his words, what he speaks. Ashlishya, what logic he's giving. Mahaprabhu is giving logic, no, I'll serve you. So by words you can know. There's no other way to know a devotee is advancing or not. There's no other way to know yourself also. You might get bliss, but bliss can be confusing, no? It can be sentimental also. Who knows what's happening? That's not the main parameter. The main parameter to judge devotion is how much you're determined to serve him, in spite of obstacles. That's the idea. You can serve like that, in spite of interrogation. And your words, what logic you have. Words means logic, what understanding you have. That's what is Hare Krishna. Yeah, come on. Vision should be fixed on service. That's what I was talking about. That's why Mahaprabhu is able to answer questions, because he's fixed on service. Love means service. There's no question of love without service. That is the difference between love and lust. Simple. It's done. And if that's clear, one thing should be clear. Now we talked about this is an interview. So Krishna does all these things, sufferings, neglect, with his pure devotees. Is it? He gives sufferings to his pure devotees. He neglects his pure devotees. He forsakes his pure devotees. Why? To show us what is love. Through Pandavas he showed what is love, no? Through Sita he showed so much sufferings, come on. Through Bharat he showed. Through Job, this Bible. His story is really dangerous, Krishna really screwed him. Job, you know the story of Job, no? You don't know? No. In Bible, the God was there and he said, and there was Satan, Shaitan. He was there, so he was saying, God, what are you doing, Satan here? Satan told, see, there's a devotee of yours in Job. I don't think so, he's a good devotee. So God says, test him. But God says, but don't kill him. Just do one thing, don't kill him. So he says, okay. So he goes. So Job was a good devotee, had family. So what he did, he burned all his farm. Like he lost his business. And people came and he told, see, you lost farm, do some work. Why do you have faith in God? What God has done? He told, well, that's okay. Then Satan burned his house. Then his friends told, come on, why you are having faith in God? Why do you want to serve God? You lose everything. He says, no problem. I'm determined to serve. And then Satan kills his wife, kills his children. His family is over. And then his friends come and say, come on, this is too much, leave your God, what he is doing for you. Why do you want to serve him? He says, no, I want to serve him. And then Satan tells, come on, he's not. So Satan says, okay, last thing is, I'll make him diseased. Make him diseased. Health. If your body is destroyed, you can't think of God. That's too much. So Satan gives him a disease. He gets leprosy all over his body. He's having bad smell. 300, 400 meters has bad smell. He's rotting. His skin is rotting. Muscles are rotting. He can't stand up. And nobody's coming near him. All flies. And then Satan comes. And he says, if you surrender to me, if you leave serving God, you'll get everything back. And then Job says, no. I'm still going to serve my Lord. And Satan vanishes and God comes. And then God says, Job, I'm not happy with you.
What?
I'm not happy with you. Job says, what? God says, see, you're good. But once you thought in your heart, why God is doing this to me? Did you think or not? Job says, yeah, once I thought. So I'm not happy with you. You are nonsense. You don't have faith in me. That's God. That is what is Ashlishya Padratam Pinashtuma. It's not easy, no. It's not easy. If it happens to all of us, why did I make a mistake to come to Krishna consciousness? And in spite of doing so, Krishna told, no. Why did you think? You don't have faith in me and I forsake you. So Job told to Krishna, God, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm a human, You're God, you're perfect, I'm not perfect. And then finally there was some interview. Again, he had some interview job, and he cleared that interview, and he got passed, and he was okay. Like everything got back. So the point is, will Krishna do these things with us? If we say yes, 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 no.
He can.
But he will not. You know why? Because he is doing all these things with pure devotees.
Because we are doing lip service.
Because why is doing this with pure devotees? Not to give them sufferings, but to show us what is love. So it is their service to show us what is love. You understand? They have come from there to show us what is love. And the only method to show what is love is to undergo all these things. It is their service. Our service is not to show entire world what is love. Our service is to attain love now. So Krishna will not do all these things to him. He's not fanatic. No, I will poke them. He's not mad. So there's a difference. So that's the answer to your questions. Even if you pass this, after you pass this interview, if you say yes,
how will our spirit of serving him increase?
Yeah, so he will not do all these things because your service is not to show what is love, your service is to attain love. So for you, he will give you association of devotees. He will inspire you to chant more. Is it? He will give you bliss and happiness so that you always motivated to go to him. Once you achieve love and you become his pure devotee, then you will be given service. Okay, go back to material world and show what is love. At that time you are ready to do that. Now you are not even ready. If he does all these things, you will go mad. You will go mad. You are not ready for all these things. You are not ready to give 12th class exams. You are still in first class. You see? So Krishna is intelligent. He knows what to do. But he is showing the glories of love by this verse. So that we get inspired to go to that platform. And one day we can also do that service. We don't have love, what will show what is love? First you have to get love, no? So that's the point about Ashlisha Vapadra. That's why we worship Brajvasis, no? Nand Baba, Yashoda, Bharat, Ram. Why we worship them? Because they are showing what is love to help us understand, to help us being attracted to that love. This is purity, no? In spite of forsaking, still this is purity, no? So love has purity, love has sacrifice, love has service. That's what now we have to focus on. We need to serve him with purity, some sacrifice.
Yeah, but there I have a question. Like there are some devotees who go through like serious health issues, like they may have like terminal diseases, but their consciousness is like very good and they are like quite receptive. And so how do you understand? Like they are like at the level of pure devotional service, or?
Of course, if their consciousness is good, they are. Why not?
Okay.
Why not? Who can be like that? Mm-hmm. Krishna is giving them all power to do that. We can't deny. There has to be devotees around. They are good devotees. So great devotees. Just like so many sannyasis, they got terminal thing. Sridhar Maharaj, Javataka Maharaj, well, you can't do like that. Like they are in such a state, they are still preaching. You can't imagine that. So what is that except pure devotion? You can't deny that. It's not pure devotion. It is pure devotion.
I think Maharaj's question is more about not so highly known. I mean, more average devotees, congregation people are becoming older and getting sick.
Like that?
Yeah, some. Yeah. Not all of them, but some of them still.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean to say, but by their action, they don't. There's a difference between Bharat and Job and Sita. They have set an example for entire world, and that's very difficult to go along. This is okay. This is a shadow of that pure love which they are showing to us by the example. Krishna is using them. It is not due to their karmas they are becoming sick. You should not mistake that. Devotees are not under karmas. Devotees are under direct plan of God. That Prabhupada says. So Krishna is using them to show us how we should, what is pure devotion. That is pure devotion, but then there are limits. There's no limit in pure devotion, no. It's not just, you achieve pure devotion, it's finished. There is a whole sky, you can advance, you can deepen your love, deepen your love, deepen your love, deepen your love. And then when your love is extreme deepened, you go back to Krishna, you participate in fastings and then you show the world.
At this point, Prabhuji, some time ago I read about Prabhupada mentioning about Prahlad Maharaj also, comparing that he had more things to learn. Something like that.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
He had more things to learn.
So there are gradations, no? Prahlad, and then there's Brihad Bhagavatamrit. So above Hanuman, above Prahlad there is Hanuman. His devotion is more pure, intense. And then above that is Uddhav, then Dwarkavasis, then Uddhav, then Brajvasis, then Gopis, then Radha.
Different intensities in
Yeah, intensities in pure devotion. Yeah. All is pure devotion.
Yeah.
So ordinary devotees, if they get sick, that is pure devotion, we accept. But that's not so intense as Sita. There is intensity.
There are like some who, like regular congregation devotees, they get sick, and few are like, they leave the shelter of the Lord in association of Lord. And few are who, holds on even more stronger.
So through them, Krishna is showing us, what he's showing? He's showing one more thing. He's showing us the sincerity of purpose. People who are sincere, Krishna will catch them. People who are not sincere, they will be lost. It is not just love, it is Krishna is showing, yes, they are sincere. They are not in devotion because of their own effort. They continue devotion because Krishna is holding them. Why Krishna is holding them? Because they were sincere. Others were not sincere, they got lost.
No, what do you mean sincere then?
Sincerity of goal.
Of the goal?
Yeah. Sincerity is always judged by goal, not by actions. Because actions can be defective. All actions are defective. Krishna says in 13th chapter, every action has a fault. Yeah, Sarvaram. What's that verse? Yeah, Dosha. Every action has a fault. Every thought has a fault. There can be no action, no thought without fault. What he sees is sincerity of goal. If your goal is fixed, I don't na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, I don't want anything else, I only want Krishna. That is sincerity. You may be doing something imperfectly, but your goal is pure, you are pure. So that in that context, you are also pure devotees. Everybody is a pure. Prabhupada says, no, in books. Prabhupada says so many times. Prabhupada says, my devotees are pure devotees. What, they were pure devotees? If you take a definition of pure devotee like that, like pure heart, then come on, nobody is pure devotee. But Prabhupada says in his Upanishad, last verse, and Gita also purport, the sincerity of purpose defines purity, not the actions and thoughts. So your thoughts may be bad out of habit, but you don't want to entertain them, no? That's another thing. And your goal is fixed, okay, you're pure devotee. But you're not mature. That Prabhupada said. Prabhupada, in letter somebody, actually Kirtanand Maharaj asked Prabhupada letter, Prabhupada, see, they are fighting with me. So they are pure devotee. So Prabhupada says, yes, they are pure devotee, but who said you that they are mature? They are mature. So we are all immature pure devotees. But those people are mature, and then there is no limit to maturity.
Even I remember very in the beginning, 67, 68, just about 8 or 9 temples were there. In the morning walk, somebody asked Prabhupada, some devotee disciple, Prabhupada, how many pure devotees are there on this planet? So Prabhupada stopped, turned back, asked Ramakrishna Maharaj, how many devotees are in our society? And said, there are at least that many.
See? So you have to understand pure devotee in this context. The definition of pure devotee is wrong in people's mind. We are all pure devotees, but not mature. Let's say like that. That's all. So, please chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Hare. It was okay? Please read Prabhupada books. That's why I showed this PPT. I'm not interested to show PPT. I don't like, but I have to show you quotations now. And this is all said by Prabhupada, right in first canto. So read Prabhupada books. It will help you. Otherwise, you can't advance. Yes.
Thank you for enlightening us. This question was partly answered when you said, I was thinking when you said Krishna is holding back bliss and all these things, I was thinking, I also don't feel bliss, and that is, I'm certainly not in that league. But I was thinking at a mundane level, for a low-class devotee like me, I also don't have bliss, I struggle. I had some answers. I was reading this book. It says Vaishnava Varad, Pur Sadhana. But do you have any practical suggestions for people like me who struggle on a daily basis?
We all are like that. For practical suggestion is like, we don't have bliss. What I feel, I realize, and by Prabhupada books, what I got is that the only thing which is stopping us getting bliss, sometimes we get bliss, sometimes not. It's like that, no? It goes, it comes, it goes, it comes. And there are two things. When you don't get bliss, then you should be happy.
It's going to come.
Yeah, because it's going to come. So Krishna actually takes off your bliss to make you strong. And then he'll give you. Then he takes back, then he gives you. That is what will happen in spiritual world, separation and meeting. That's what it's all about, no? Krishna separates sorrow, then he meets extreme happiness. Then he separates sorrow, then he meets extreme happiness. So that reflection is there now. It's the same reflection. Takes bliss, there is sorrow. He gives bliss, there is happiness. Same. This reflection will continue. It will never end. And it will go into summation of meeting and separation. So it's good. It's not bad. So that is the practical tip. Don't be disturbed by disturbance. That's the point. Don't be disturbed by disturbance. Years and years, yes, it can happen for years, but that's not. Even if it happens for whole life, what a life is.
But then, shouldn't we question that? Okay,
yeah, okay, fine. So fine. So that's another question. Is my sadhana proper or not? Is it? Now the point is if you ask this question will come definitely. You're right. Is there something wrong? No, but you have to check whether it is wrong or not by bliss, not by presence and absence of bliss. That is not the checking parameter of your sadhana, whether offense is sins. Checking parameter is how much we are getting attracted to this word. Vairagya, to this word. If we are not getting attracted to this word, detachment, then this means things are all right. Because Maya can do everything. Maya can also give you hallucination of bliss. Is it? And she can take back bliss. She can do everything. But she'll never detach you from this material world. That's not what she's going to do. Her whole endeavor is to make you attached. So, what's that verse? Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Janyati Ashu Vairagyam. Attachment. If you're getting detached, if your sense gratification propensity is going down, then this means Krishna is handling you. No problems. Everything is good. In America, they say it's good. No, it's good. You're good.
that is one aspect, sense gratification. Which to most, at least from the regulative principles we have as devotees or practicing devotees, almost given up from that angle. But what about the propensity that we have that as householders, as family people, that we have to maintain what we have and increase it so that it is going to last us, in our old age, etc. What about that propensity? Does that does Vairagya should touch that or should not touch
No, I don't think so. There's some kind of security you need, no? Prabhupada says, 25% you should have, no, for emergency. It should not be extra. But actually, you know what? Yeah, I understand your point. We should not, by this parameter, don't judge. It will be difficult to do that. It is confusing because different people have different definitions for them.
But that's a very practical thing that we all actually deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, but the point is, if your sense gratification is going down, your lust for this world, for the flesh, that's the point. Then this means you're advancing. And automatically everything will be settled itself. Itself will go down. Itself you will understand. We should do minimal. Yeah. Do the needful. For this matter. Matter is attracting us, no matter. So it will go down itself. That's the point. That is what is Scripture is talking about. Attachment to body, matter. That's what we are looking for there. Detachment. Main thing. Other things are very contextual. Is it? But of course, if a person is planning, I'll become a millionaire, and then there's a problem there. But what Krishna says in Gita, he doesn't raise this question, no, about this. He doesn't raise this question. He defines detachment as detachment from matter. Rest are details. But this is the important point. If you are realizing you are not this body, that realization is coming. You're not this body. You're not this mind. You're not this intelligence. When you chant, you go beyond body, mind, intelligence. You touch your soul. This means you're on the right path. And that realization will come. That's the most important thing. That's what Krishna is talking all about. 4th, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 7th chapter. That's the most important parameter which we should be looking for. Other things are there. If other things are happening, this is not happening, then there's a problem. This should happen. If this happens, everything will follow. That's what I think. Is it? And that thing is difficult to do. That thing is impossible to get out of this matter. But by Krishna's mercy, everything is possible. By mercy of holy name, please chant, all of you. How many rounds do you chant, all of you?
Try to do 16.
Oh, good. That's nice. Yourself?
Mataji is initiated.
You both are initiated?
No,
You are initiated.
Mataji.
Okay, you are initiated. Yourself, Mataji?
Trying to do 60.
Okay, good. That's good. And you, Prabhu?
I have not started.
Oh, really? Today you can start? One round. One round you can do, no? As a simple thing. You get up in the morning. First thing, don't brush. And don't take bath. And chant one round. That's practical advice. If you take bath and brush, then your life begins. And then you're not able to do anything. That's how you start. You can start like that. That's a starting technique.
Get up in the bed and start before.
Yeah, so that's a starting technique. No problem. That's to start with. Then things happen. So just first thing, take your feet back, chant one round, फिर जो भी करना है करते रहो. तो एक बार starting हो जाएगी ना, तो फिर ठीक हो जाएगा. नहीं? Is this okay that you can do?
I'll try.
Okay. And you chant how many rounds? He's your father? From India? So you're visiting, huh? Okay, good. And yourself?
16.
Okay, good. And she's mother. Both of you. Your wife? Or you have two couples, huh? And of course you are initiated, so that's okay. Okay, so yeah, thank you for listening and thank you for chanting Krishna's name. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.